Yep, there you go. Make sure that we've got a good connection, and that looks good.
Here's a 5.8, not too bad, too.
It's hot, so it's that fan's going to be kicking on here any minute, I can guarantee it.
Okay, so we should switch the black logo?
Oh, yeah.
folks. My name is Andy Diedrich. Welcome to Elmhurst, Illinois. We're at Elmhurst University for Chicago House AC versus Quad Cities Rush. Standing next to me, number 33 of the house, Kayla Shebar. Kayla, it's a scorcher out today, but how are we feeling coming into today?
Pretty good. It's a little hot out, but I'm ready. I feel like we're all ready. There's good energy going, you know.
You'll make it work, I'm sure. Yeah. So starting off, coming off of last week's loss against Milwaukee, that was a tough match. You did score the goal in that game. What's the mindset coming off of that loss into this Friday's game?
Honestly, going into that game, we knew they were going to be good. We knew we had to, lock in, but, you know, they were just they had more talent than we did, but this game we're gonna come back, we're gonna work hard, and, you know, talent doesn't matter if you have hard work.
Very well said. Yeah. This is your 5th match together as a team for Chicago House. How do you feel the team chemistry has progressed going into today's match?
I feel like our team has definitely gotten better at playing with each other. Like our first game, the chemistry wasn't there for sure, but now I think it definitely is. I feel like we work a lot better together now.
Yeah. Last question. On the defensive side of things, what's the plan to stop the Quad City Rush's attack today? You guys have been inconsistent at times on the defensive end. You guys have a set plan in place? You talked to Coach Cheung?
Yes, so we went back to a 4-3-3, and I think that's going to definitely help us with getting wide in the back and just being more connected through the middle and the back and everything with our shape. So I think it should be better this week.
Well, Kayla, I can't wait to watch you and the rest of the girls play. Thank you so much for your time. Stay tuned. We get going moments away here on Recruitlings.
Abby Haskell, number 1, goalkeeper, Naperville, Illinois.
Tonight, Chicago House AC hosts Quad Cities Rush SC, live from Elmhurst University in Elmhurst, Illinois. Live stream brought to you by Recruitlings. It's game time.
And now the starting lineups. First, for the visiting Quad Cities Rush. Number 1, Addie Ford. Number 5, Gretchen Ellis. Number 6, Emily Bowman. Number 7, Caroline Hazen. Number 11, Mia Murphy. Number 16, Mia Bentley. Number 17, Elizabeth Massajuski. Number 18, Sophia Camarillo. Number 22, Hannah Standifer. Number 23, Charlize Martel. And number 24, Allison Grothaus. And now the starting lineup for your Chicago House Athletic Club. Number 0, Kate Hopma. Number 2, Emma Ambrose. Number 5, Mackenzie Jordan. Number 6, Emma Gronlund. Number 8, Lydia Sedjo. Number 10, Jessica Mirsky. Number 11, Mari Williams. Number 14, Ailyn Gallardo. Number 17, Veronica Davila. Number 21, Maggie Schmidt. And number 33, Kayla Shebar.
When you're ready.
Hello and welcome in, folks. We are here live at Elmhurst University's Langhorse Field and none other than Elmhurst, Illinois. It's quite the scorcher today, and I think both the players, referees, and us up here in the booth are all feeling it. So you might notice we have a little bit of technical difficulties going on with the quality of our video. However, we would appreciate it if you kind of hang out with us while we try to work through this. We appreciate you hanging out here on this Friday night. Welcome to Recruitlings YouTube channel, and we're going to get things going here. So in this matchup, we have Chicago House AC versus the Quad Cities Rush. We'll start with the home Chicago House Athletic Club. They are 1-3-1 in the WPSL play this season. They're in the Midwest Conference Lake Michigan Division. This is their first season in the Women's Premier Soccer League. They currently sit 4th with that 1-3-1 record as mentioned. And their opponent today, the visiting Quad Cities Rush. Now, if you are an Ohioan like me, you might not know where the Quad Cities might actually be. But the Quad Cities are a region that encompasses eastern Iowa and western and central Illinois. So we thank them for traveling for today's match we're going to see here on the pitch. And as for the Rush, they are 0-4-1 in the Women's Premier Soccer League, also in the Midwest Conference Lake Michigan Division. This is not the first time these two teams were scheduled to meet. In fact, earlier in the season, the Rush actually had to forfeit their home game against the Chicago House because they did not have enough registered players. However, today on this Friday night, it's sure to be different as we see the starting 11 for both teams coming out onto the pitch. Chicago House wearing their signature black and green kits with the black shorts. Quad Cities, white with some blue trim on them and the blue numbers. And of course, everybody's favorite, the referees donning the yellow. Just moments away from the action here in Elmhurst. Thank you for joining us on Recruitlings for tonight's action, folks. And here we go. Quad Cities will control the start. Another important thing to note, the out-of-bounds lines that we'll be playing with today are the ones in blue. Much like if you've been with us for the men's team at DePaul College Prep, there's a lot of lines in this field. But look for the blue lines. That's the ones that the ladies and the referees are going to be paying attention to today. And we're going to get an early throw in for the rush. And starting with the rush, go over their starting 11 as a couple taps there just outside the box. And now the house control. Starting for the Quad Cities rush, coached by Randy Bowman, a previous coach at Alleman Catholic High School. We have number 6, Emily Bowman. Number 7, Caroline Hazen. Number 11, Mia Murphy. Number 16, Maya Bentley. Number 17, Elizabeth Masajewski. Number 22, Handa Standifer. Number 23, Charlize Martel. Number 24, Allison Grothaus. And number 18, Sofia Camarillo. That will be the starting 11 out here for the rush. And as for the home team, Chicago House Athletic Club, they are coached by head coach Henry Cheung. It's his first season as house coach, in their inaugural season, of course. He's in his 3rd season at Joliet Junior College, who just recently won the Region 4 title and climbed as high as number 4 in the NJCAA college rankings. And if any of our viewers are fans of Premier League, his favorite team is Newcastle United. As for his ladies on the pitch, the starting 11 for Chicago House AC. In the goal, number 0, Kate Hopma. A midfielder, number 2, Emma Ambrose. A midfielder, number 5, Mackenzie Jordan. A midfielder, number 6, Emma Gronlund. Defender, Lydia Sedjo, she's number 8. Number 10, a midfielder, Jessica Mirsky. Number 11, forward, Mari Williams. Defender, number 14, Ailyn Gallardo. We have number 17, a midfielder and a forward, Veronica Davila. Number 21, Maggie Schmidt, a midfielder. And number 33, forward Kayla Shebar. For anybody that tuned into our pregame that we had just moments ago, as that shot's heading to the goal, easily scooped up by Hopma. She'll throw it back out and try and get things going for the house. But as I was mentioning, we had an interview with number 33, Kayla Shebar. She scored the lone goal for the Chicago House in their most recent match against Milwaukee Torrent. That was a 7-1 loss here at Elmhurst. Ball's kicked ahead, gets past midfield. Running with some open space is Mirsky. Grothaus will tap it back to the goalkeeper for the rush. That's Addie Ford. Ball's lifted, easily grabbed by a house player. That was Gallardo getting her foot on it. Davila kicks it ahead, running after it's Williams. Giving chase is Caroline Hazen of the rush. She'll take possession, move up the left side of the field, close to us. And we're going to see a passing display. Back to the house. Williams controlling. Off her left foot. That's cleared. That's number 11, Mari Williams. Attends College of Lake County. Plays soccer there, and also for the House Athletic Club. That's stolen away by the house. That's Davila directing traffic. Boots it ahead. Mari Williams. That ball's going to the corner.
Does not look like she'll have the speed to get it. We're going to get our first goal kick. The Addie Ford kicking it back out for the Rush. Addie Ford, a recent high school graduate. She's committed to play soccer as a goalkeeper at Illinois College. From the Quad Cities, she will be staying local. Hard to miss Ford on the field in that bright green kit she's wearing, those matching green socks, as she'll boot it away. Off the head, that was Schmidt. She kicks it ahead. I believe that's Gallardo on the far side. That's a chance in the box. That ball centered, kicks back out. We're gonna get a corner for the Chicago House. I believe that's number 2, Emma Ambrose, who will take this corner for the House. Her teammates in the green and black lining up. This ball sails into the box. And caught, dropped, and then re-corralled. That's once again Ford for the Rush. And let's talk about the Rush real quick. Not the best start to the season that they've wanted. Like I said before, they are 0-4-1 in WPSL play so far. Those games coming, their first game was actually that forfeit loss against the House. After that, they had a 3-0 loss at Chicago Kicks. They lost 4-0 versus the Green Bay Glory at home, 6-0 to the Milwaukee Torrents at home, and then their most recent matchup was a 1-1 draw against Chicago Kicks. Referee talking to, I believe that was Emma Gronlund. Was not a fan of whatever went on there, but we play on. Neither team really getting a shot at the goal at all. Not necessarily one on goal, but just a shot in general. These aren't two very high scoring teams, and they've both played for the Rush 4 matches where they've actually played, and for the House 5 matches. Excuse me, both played 4 matches. The Rush have only netted 1 goal, and the House have 3. However, if there was a time for the offenses to get going as we begin to head towards the finish line of this WPSL season, it would be today here in Elmhurst. Gotta imagine the weather that I'm and my colleagues are currently sweating in might be playing a factor, though. We might see the substitutes for both these teams get active early and get active often. House controlling once again. That's up ahead, left side. Bring back to the center. That's Williams, back taps, and the referee's gonna blow his whistle. Williams was offside. Maybe a rule of thumb in soccer. If someone's really wide open, something's not right. You gotta wonder how they got that open in the first place. Bowman's controlling at midfield. She pitches it ahead. Running after it's Maya Bentley. She was their goal scorer in their previous game against Chicago Kicks. However, that is Hopma sending it away. We are now entering our 10th minute of play. Really nothing going for either the House or the Rush. But they play the games for a reason, folks. We're in for quite a treat today as the sun's going to set here in Elmhurst University. Hopma sets it. Looks, that is Mackenzie Jordan she's passing to. Jordan tried to set it ahead. That's intercepted. Bowman's got it for the Rush. That's kicked away. House threatening. If Williams can get there, not quite. Stolen away. The House's Maggie Schmidt that had it. However, we're back with the rush. Some back and forth action so far. We look at the standings of the WPSL Midwest Conference Lake Michigan Division, where both these teams play in. As previously mentioned, first place Milwaukee Torrent, they're in the driver's seat. They are 4-0-0 with 19 goals for and only 2 goals surrendered. It's a goal difference of plus 17, pretty impressive stuff. Behind them is the Green Bay Glory. They are 3-2. Chicago Kicks, the crosstown rival of Chicago House AC, they are 2-1-2. And rounding out the division, Chicago House AC is 4th at 1-3-1, and Quad Cities Rush is 0-4-1. Mari Williams getting her name mentioned on the broadcast early. She's going to control it. Looks ahead. That's a pass to number 17, Davila. Davila still got it. Couldn't quite keep it with her. It was a great tackle. That was number 6 of the Rush. That's Emily Bowman. And it does look like we are going to get some early substitutions. That's 2 players for the Rush that appear to be looking to join the action once the referee deems it so. Ball's kicked ahead. Cleared out. Number 7 of the Rush, Caroline Hazen. She's a rising junior at Northern Iowa. Masajewski ahead. Hazen weaving her way. That ball's poked away. Mari Williams once again. The Rush maintain possession and they'll play on. Balls try to be put in the box, and it's off the upright of the field goal goalpost behind it. Being this is Chicago, here's the obligatory double doink joke I'm supposed to make. If you are a Bears fan, I apologize. Probably shouldn't have said that, but that's okay. Was it 6 years ago? Something like that, right? Yeah. Thank you to my colleague Josh next to me, fact-checking me on coveted Bears plays. Well, coveted's a word. Let's get back to soccer, shall we? So we did get those 2 substitutions coming in for the Rush. We'll get an official announcement on who that was soon from our PA announcer. Hopma tried to send it to midfield. The House get it back. Schmidt kicks it up, giving chase once again. That is Ailyn Gallardo on that side, but unable to get anything going. Ball bounces about on the far side of the field. Up ahead, nobody's home. House ball. I think most people in attendance would be in agreement that whoever strikes first in this game will be in the driver's seat and certainly playing ahead in the rest of this match. House threatening. That ball goes back towards the top of the box. High left kick from number 17. That was Veronica Davila. Impressive feat of athleticism there, but it does sail right over the top of the crossbar. And as previously mentioned, those substitutions for the Quad Cities Rush, we had number 2, Mersa Boyer. Came in for number 22, Hannah Standifer. And then number 25, who is not on my roster sheet, but we'll be sure to update you on who that might be once we get it. She entered for number 18, Sofia Camarillo. So early subs here for the Rush. uncertain if the House will do the same. They have many more bodies on their bench. By my count, they have 8 substitutes I see in front of me. We'll see when they choose to use them. Speaking of the House, they have a free kick opportunity about 10 yards outside of the enemy's box. And once again, taking the kick, that's number 2, Emma Ambrose. Trio of rush defenders look to get something on it to stop this attack, but Ambrose goes ahead. Boots into the box, it sails wide. Not a bad attempt there from Ambrose. She definitely had the room to try and just net the free kick right off of the bat without any assistance. And I think that's still an encouraging sign for the House and head coach Henry Cheung. Just about 16 minutes away, really nothing giving for either team. Defensive showdown, one might call it. Ball's kicked ahead by the Rush, quickly intercepted back by the House. You know, there's really been nothing going. You're seeing the time of possession really be controlled by the House. It does make intuitive sense. The more touches you get, the more chance you get the goal, and the more chances you get to put one in the back of the net. Here's Jordan, opportunity right side. Ball tried to be poked away. That's Masajewski. Unable to field it clean. Jordan throws it in for the House. Williams taps, tried to get it to Davila. A lot of throw-ins on this near side of the field. Both teams trying to use this lane over here to try and get some sort of attack going. Jordan Davila play catch. Bit of a scrum. Davila's the winner. Goes all the way back. That's Hopma still back in the goal. She hasn't seen that much action today, aside from that save really early on. That defender right there was number 8, Lydia Sedjo. She was formerly a defender at Grove City College. Multiple years standout there, and she now finds herself as one of the stakes of this House team. Here we go. Maybe a grab right there. Mario Williams, nope, they'll play on. That ball's deflected. That was number 10, Mirsky, that tried to get it going, but the Rush are going to control it here. Majority of the game has been played on this right side of the field, right in front of where the House are trying to score. That ball's on net, not quite. Goes way right, rather. And trying to show some aggression there, number 33, Kayla Shebar. She had scored the sole House goal against that matchup against the Milwaukee Torrent last week. And Shebar is a rising senior at Northern Arizona. Originally went to Purdue Fort Wayne and transferred over. Getting some action in here with the House. Certainly one of the leaders of the team in the locker room, in the clubhouse. And Coach Cheung is happy to have her out there directing traffic in the forward position. Rush with a rare opportunity. Still nothing quite giving. Ailyn Gallardo controls it. Mackenzie Jordan and Emma Gronlund tried to play some give and go there. Ball sails out. Rush control. Oh, a miss clear by Emma Ambrose there. Hopma's there to clear it away herself. Boy, oh boy, you see someone whiff on a kick like that, it might spell disaster. However, no harm, no foul for this House team. And talking about Hopma, she's committed to play at Drake University, home of the Bulldogs. Well, looked pretty clear to me. That is a handball. Luckily, it's not inside the box for the House, but still, it's a handball nonetheless. The Rush will get a free kick opportunity. Looks to be about the 21-yard line there. And taking it will be number 6, Emily Bowman. That's a shot on goal. Sails right over. Wow. Ball quickly got in, but ball quickly went right back to the goal. That was number 5, Gretchen Ellis. Tried to put that one in the net. Hopma's presence and the rest of the House defenders deemed it not so. There's Hazen again. Left side of the box. Looking for teammates in the center.
Yeah, there you go.
She was swarmed by House defenders almost immediately. That was Mackenzie Jordan and Emma Gronlund again. First corner opportunity for the Quad Cities Rush. Appears to be number 2, Mersa Boyer for the Rush that's taking this. She's directing traffic, waiting for some of her teammates to get in the right positions. Referee blows the whistle. Action's on the Rush. Here we go. It's their first real opportunity. Will they capitalize? Ball sails towards the net. Easily defended and cleared. Rush tried to get another hand on it, but they're once again swarmed by many House defenders, and they're going to have to backtrack a little bit here. Mirsky kicked it out. That was Davila up ahead. Here comes Mari Williams. Smart play there. Addie Ford is able to clear it. Ran all the way out of the box. I mean, we're talking at least 10, maybe 12 yards out to go ahead and get rid of that, but it's probably the right play. No help if Ford does not go ahead and clear that ball herself. It's Gronlund. She's got an opportunity. That's Davila, left side. Her the goal. Here we go. What a save. Addie Ford aggressively charges and is able to get the deflection. Had absolutely no help behind her, so that was either back of the net or a corner, and it is a corner for the House. We do have indeed. It'll be Ambrose trying to feed her team in the box here in the 23rd minute. Opportunities have been limited, but here's a good one here for the House. Ambrose boots it. House go up, no one comes down. Ball's cleared away, out of bounds. We'll have a throw-in for the House.
Okay, right, go ahead.
Speaking of the scorching weather, this is going to be one of a few water breaks we're going to give these ladies out. Premier League game over Bavarian United. That was a 3-1 victory at DePaul College Prep. It's a very encouraging sign. That was their first game after the departure of longtime head coach Matt Poland. And in his first game as player coach, Shannon Seymour, the boys took home a much needed victory for all the regime change that was going on. The water's been drank, and back we go in the action. Tries to clear it out for the Rush, and they're going to get something going here. There's Bowman. Murphy tried to pass it up ahead, but that's stymied once again by the House. Here's an opportunity. They're in the box. That one tries to get passed to the middle. Defender says, no ma'am. We'll get yet another corner for the House. Again, the scoreboard is 0-0, but still a welcoming sign that the House are the team that has a commanding lead in terms of corner kicks, just opportunities that they've gotten in the box, shots on goal. You'd have to imagine something's got to give. Both these teams are in need of as many points as they can get, and their first win, granted the House did have that forfeit victory against the Rush. That ball sent in. Nobody's quite able to get anything on it. Quickly cleared by the Rush. Smart play by Boyer of the Rush there. Mirsky of the House kind of had a wind up to it. Maybe could have sent one into the box there, but instead we will have a throw in. Ball bounces around. Mercy's got it. She's got to look at the goal. Goes right to the keeper. There's good positioning there by Ford of the Rush. She'll hold on to it, direct some traffic. And sends it into the Chicago sky. And it looks like we are going to get a foul here. Some folks in the stands and Coach Cheung were adamant that that was a foul. It's not always often the referee agrees with what you have to say. This time our head referee did just that. Midfield. House just playing keep away right now, trying to maintain possession. Far side, Ambrose sends it up. It's an opportunity for Williams. But Ford coming up once again and saying, no can do. There's Ambrose over to Davila, left side attacking. Weaving her way into the teeth of the defense. Still controlling. That's Williams again. Got some speed there. That's Ailyn Gallardo up to Mirsky. We're in the captain's armband, one of the leaders of this team for sure. Schmidt looking to do something with it. That was Davila there trying to find Mirsky in front of the penalty area in the box. Excuse me, that was Shebar feeding into Mirsky right there. Rush have another opportunity in their end. Sprinting ahead is Camarillo. Just turned Gallardo over there. Some help from Jordan comes, but she kicks it back out. That's Hazen. Sends it up towards the net. Ooh. Pretty looking shot. Goes just wide right of that net right there. Hopma still holding strong. Looking for a ball to clear out to her team as we are just about a half hour done in this WPSL Midwest Conference Lake Michigan Division matchup. Boy, that's a mouthful. by the looks of it. That's 2 more subs for the Rush. So coming back in, that's number 5, Gretchen Ellis, and then number 16, Maya Bentley. Bentley's the one to watch out for the Rush. She has scored the only goal that the Rush have had in their 4 games of play all season. She's currently sitting back right now, but a threat for sure. That ball's ahead. Bowman's going to take it right at the keeper. Pounces on it. Great job by Hopma to avoid catastrophe right there. Emily Bowman kind of bobbing or weaving her way through right into front of the box. Had an unabated shot towards the keeper. But that's Hopma once again pumping the brakes on that idea. While the Rush haven't had many opportunities on that end, they've had a couple real close calls that Coach Cheung's going to want to discuss at halftime. In a sport where the scores are so low, such as soccer, you can be consistently getting shots on goal all game and none of them can go in. Your team gets 1 goal you might call a fluke. They still consider themselves the winners. You don't have to be perfect for 90 minutes, but you definitely have to be consistent. And consistency is one thing for the House attacking right now. They get into the box, poked away. That was 24. There's Growth House of the Rush. Rush attempts some give and go action. Midfield, now attacking towards the middle. There's Hazen up ahead, tries to get it to Masajewski. No dice. It appears we are going to get another sub for the Rush and also our first substitution for Chicago House. Coming on for the Rush, that's number 23, Charlize Martel. She's a recent grad of Moline High School out in the Quad Cities. Coming in for the House, that is number 7, Aidyn Hesuse. She's a former standout at Aurora University. She's also sporting the captain armband. Leaving the game for the House, that was number 10, Jessica Mirsky. Or we might not have seen the last of Mirsky. Here go the Rush, right side. Pretty weak hit towards the goal, easily scooped up. Hopma once again, showing the prowess. Couldn't find anyone to throw it to, boots it high, that one's gonna land about midfield. Control, that's Jesus, already making an impact, but passes it right to a Rush defender. House running, ball's hit ahead, too much on it. Scooped right up, there's Ford. Masajewski was open midfield, and here we go, that's a push up to Hazen. House defenders are swarming her, she's still going. That ball's gonna go towards the goal. I'm not quite sure what that hit. I believe it hit the football goal post. For a second, it was not blown dead. I think a lot of referees and players both thought it hit the top of the crossbar, but I think that hit the football goal post. It's our second doink of the night. You see a couple different soccer fields where sometimes the goals are pretty far separated from the football goalposts, but this one they're so close. You know, we might get a couple it's goods tonight from our referees. They forget which football they're calling the game for. Up ahead, that's Shebar. She's gonna go against 2 defenders. Deflected out. However, we're finally gonna get another corner kick for the House on the opposite side of the field. Excuse me, the near side of the field. We're setting up for this corner kick. We're going to shout out a couple loyal Recruitlings viewers. My mother, my father, and our friend Pam. Thanks for tuning in all the way from Cleveland, Ohio. Recruitlings thanks you. Thanks for joining us on this Friday night. It'll be Ambrose setting up on the near corner, trying to send it in for her teammates. Really nothing going on any one of these corners that we've had so far. Let's see if this one's different. That ball sent in. Little line drive. That's bouncing around. And that's in the net. That's a goal. It didn't look pretty, but the ball's still in the back of the net, and that's all that matters. That ball was sent in by Ambrose. Ping-ponged around in the box for a little bit with the Russian able to clear it. And I couldn't quite see who got her left foot on that, but regardless, the House now lead this match 1-0 over the Quad Cities Rush. We'll get an official announcement on who that was in a second here, but it's a goal nonetheless. And one of the House faithful has a green smoke thing going off. That's just pretty cool. I have nothing else to say. That's really cool. Many of the House faithful here tonight, including that gentleman right down there in front of us, certainly showing his passion. He's just happy to be here, isn't he? Well, while we await to see the official goal scorer of that previous goal we just saw, Chicago House now up 1-0 here. This House has a strong foundation for the rest of this match, folks. 37th minute. We play on. Just received word that goal was scored by number 8. That was Lydia Sedjo. That is her first goal of the season, and she joins Kayla Shebar and Emma Gronlund as the other House ladies that have put a ball in the net this year. Well done, Lydia.
Goal scored in the 35th minute by number 8, Lydia Sedjo. That's number 8 in the 35th minute.
Free kicks sent down towards midfield. Try to get ahead on it there for the Rush, and they push ahead. Had an opportunity there, Mackenzie Jordan slipping right through the attack of the Rush right there. Again, it's still impressive stuff. Mackenzie Jordan is only 15 years old. She's not slated to graduate high school until 2027. So she might not be the biggest girl out there, but in terms of her ability to get up and down the pitch, slip in between windows that might not always be there for others, she's very invaluable to this team. Coach Cheung and her fellow teammates know it and appreciate it. Linesman points his flag in favor of the House. And despite the water break and the sun trying to dip below the trees here in Elmhurst, you can definitely tell fatigue in this heat is playing a toll. Oh, here's an opportunity. That's number 6. That's Bowman. She puts it up and just over the crossbar. Emily Bowman found herself a couple yards deep in the box. A great look on the goal there. Hopma's presence and the rest of the House go ahead and avoid the equalizer there. And before the Bowman opportunity, you do have to wonder when possibility that the heat is weighing on these ladies starts to set in, and maybe that affects the substitution strategy or just the aggression level that you might see from both squads here. Speaking of substitutions, we're going to get 2 more for the Chicago House. Right there on the left side of your screen there, it's number 22, Nataley Salgado. She's coming in for Mackenzie Jordan, who has more than earned her spot, taking a rest on the bench. Good job, Mackenzie. Salgado, who just entered, formerly attended the University of St. Francis. Played her collegiate soccer there. The other subs you saw just enter the game and giving chase right now. That's Maya Virgen, number 16. She was actually developed within the Chicago House Academy. Always great to see somebody developed in-house, no pun intended. Play for the squad. That ball sent into the box, quickly sent out. Swing and a miss there from Hazen. House still controlling. Ball sent into and above, good amount above the goal there. Looked like, I believe that was number 13, Vanessa Salazar, off her right foot. So Addie Ford, keeper for the Rush, who's done very well so far in these first 41 or so minutes of play. Hard to blame that goal surrendered on her. That ball was zigzagging and ping-ponging around in the box. Really should have been cleared by one of the Rush defenders. Their inability to do so cost them a goal. So they will play from behind here. But again, these are two evenly matched teams, both hungry for a much-needed victory here in WPSL play. And expect to see both coaches pull out any stops they can. The referee waves on the substitutions that are coming in. First for the Chicago House, that is number 24, McKenna Yott. She's still not sure she wants to enter the game. Yott, however, another Chicago House Academy, so another homegrown talent staying with the house. And re-entering the game for Quad Cities, that is number 17, Massajuski. Massajuski herself is a rising senior at Grace College. A lot of collegiate talent here amongst the ladies you see on this field and the WPSL on a broader spectrum. It's a very elite group of talent you get from top to bottom. Left side of the box now entering. Unfortunately doing nothing with it. That was number 21, Maggie Schmidt. Schmidt herself is at Loyola. So many colleges in Illinois and Chicago specifically that many of these young ladies either intend to enroll at and play their soccer at or currently do already. Linesman will blow that one dead almost directly at midfield. As we start approaching the 45th minute, which means we're getting close to halftime. Gotta imagine in terms of stoppage time, we're not gonna get that much added minutes onto it. There's been very few stoppages, if any, at all for these two squads here. Ball's booted, heading towards the box. Goes 1-2 off of the heads of, that was number 7 for the House. That was Hesuse. Backside, here's Salgado. Off her left foot. Went a bit too tight on it. Tried to go near post, and it went wide right. We are now entering the 45th minute, so we'll likely see the House just try to not make any last-minute mistakes in this first half. And not sure what the Rush intend to do. Maybe one last push. Try and head into the locker room with a tie instead of down one. Ford sends it. Does not get to quite to midfield. Bodies flying everywhere. No call. Rush play on. They poke it. It's going back and forth. Trying to fight for it right there is Martell. She still got it. Up ahead. That's blocked right back. That's the recently entered substitution, McKenna Yott. Showing her worth out there already. And speeding into the center of the box, there's Shebar. Here she goes. It's her and the goalie. Ford comes out, makes a great save. Bounced off the lower half of her body. It's the second time Ford has saved this Rush team from certain disaster.
45 minutes, and official time is being kept on the field. The fourth official has indicated that a minimum of 3 minutes of extra time will be played in the first half.
So there you have it, folks. Our PA announcer informing us that we are going to get a minimum of 3 minutes of extra time in this first half. If you see the scoreboard on the screen, it'll be frozen at 45, but our official will blow it dead in about 180 seconds here. And set official will now deem it House's ball. Not quite sure what happened there. The House play on. Ford boots it to midfield. Bouncing ball. Going down right there with Sedjo, our goal scorer earlier. Just seems like every Rush opportunity is being immediately stymied by somebody on this House team, whether it's a defender up near midfield, Hopma doing it herself in the box. Really nothing going for this Rush team. Definitely a point of contention to discuss in the locker room. However, they push on and keep sending it back towards the middle, trying to get something going. No one's home. At top of your screen right there, that keeps running up to try and get an opportunity, maybe unabated to the goalies. Mersa Boyer, they just cannot seem to feed her. House playing give and go left side. And Boyer's gonna run after this one, giving chase. There's Yott. Boyer tried to send in the middle. Once again, no one's there. Hopma has not been needed too often tonight, but when the House have needed her, she has stepped up every time. Still with a clean sheet in this first half here. And besides one or two threats towards the net, nothing really going. Probably get one more possession here for the Rush before this first half is blown dead and we head towards the locker rooms. Or maybe they'll get another throw in. Why not? Going towards the net. Great box out there by some of the House defenders. Cleared there by Salgado, and that should just about do it for our first half here in Elmhurst. After 45 minutes of play, Chicago House AC leads the Quad Cities Rush 1-0. It was a 35th minute goal by number 8, Lydia Sedjo of the House. We're gonna take a short break, but don't go anywhere. We're gonna have a little halftime show here, and then we'll get you going with the last 45 minutes of action here on Recruitlings.
QBD and Tone.
Hi, my name is Brian Koenig. I am the president of Soccer 2000. We are a soccer specialty store located in Downers Grove. We specialize in servicing club uniforms and a personalized retail experience. Soccer 2000 has an exclusive team center that includes a wide variety of uniform kits to help your club choose the next kits that will make you guys look great on the field. Contact us at 630-241-9500 or find us online at soccer2000.com.
Max Heads custom kick drum heads. Design online, upload, create, rock. If you're in a band, you need a Max Head. Did you know that you can advertise your business on our live streams? You sure can. Contact us about the numerous advertising opportunities we offer to local businesses during our sports live streams. Build brand awareness, engage customers, and support your local sports teams. Contact us for more information.
Hey folks, welcome to the halftime recap. Sometimes we get somebody else up here in the booth for me to talk to. You just got me this time. I'm Andy Diedrich. I'm the play-by-play guy here for Recruitlings tonight in Elmhurst. You know, it's the matchup Chicago House AC, the ladies versus the Quad Cities Rush. It's a WPSL matchup. Really nothing going so far. You know, as I previously mentioned, it's 1-0 Chicago House. That sole goal coming from Lydia Sedjo, number 8. It was off her right foot in the box. That ball was ping-ponging around a little bit. And other than that, really not much going for either team here. You're seeing a lot of defensively minded decisions that both teams are making. I mean, the time of possession is certainly in favor of the House. You got to be pleased with what they've done on this side of the field so far, as I'm sure Coach Henry Cheung is telling his team right down in front of us right here. Other things to watch, though, both of these teams are right now 4th and 5th out of all 5 teams in the Midwest Conference Lake Michigan division. So both these teams really hungry for their first victory. You're going to see some sort of strategy change in the second half, so both these teams ensure that they win or at least get some sort of points on this game. Because as of right now, they are kind of playing from behind, not only in terms of the division itself, but in the entirety of the WPSL play that they have endured this year. You know, it's the first season for the Chicago House. There's obviously going to be some growing pains. They have looked really good at times this year. They are still getting outscored by a decent margin, but a game like this, if it keeps going the way it is in the next 45 minutes, certainly be a very encouraging sign for Cheung and the rest of his ladies down there. Other girls to watch out for in the second half, as previously mentioned, Mackenzie Jordan was playing defense for Chicago House, came with some very clutch deflections. Rush only had a couple opportunities down even in the box, maybe 1 or 2 corners. She's been sure to stymie any attack that they can actually give. So something to watch out for there. Both the captains for the House, that would be number 10, Jessica Mirsky, and lost her for a second, number 22, Nataley Salgado. Other than that, just kind of have to let the game play out, folks. Previous goal scorers for the House include the one today was obviously Lydia Sedjo. Other than that, you know, keep an eye on Kayla Shebar and Emma Gronlund, who also have put balls in the net for the House here. Other than that, the sun's finally setting. Seems like the temperature's finally going to cool down a little bit, and we're certainly maybe going to see a bit more aggressive attack out of both of these squads coming out. We're going to take another break, and once we come back, we're going to get you 45 more minutes of Chicago House AC Soccer. My name's Andy Diedrich, and you're watching Recruitlings.
Hi, my name is Brian Koenig. I am the president of Soccer 2000. We are a soccer specialty store located in Downers Grove. We specialize in servicing club uniforms and a personalized retail experience. Soccer 2000 has an exclusive team center that includes a wide variety of uniform kits to help your club choose the next kits that will make you guys look great on the field. Contact us at 630-241-9500 or find us online at soccer2000.com.
Max Heads custom kick drum heads. Design online, upload, create, rock. If you're in a band, you need a Max Head. Did you know that you can advertise your business on our live streams? You sure can. Contact us about the numerous advertising opportunities we offer to local businesses during our sports live streams. Build brand awareness, engage customers, and support your local sports teams. Contact us for more information.
Welcome back, just in time for the start of the second half action here at Elmhurst University, Langhorse Field. Once again, it's Chicago House AC versus the Quad Cities Rush. Not much going in this game. However, the 35th minute goal from Lydia Sedjo of the House is the reason there is a 1 next to the House's name up on that scoreboard over there. They will start with the possession in this second half here, and we have another 45 minutes of action coming your way on Recruitlings. Thanks for being here with us on this Friday night. My technical director, Josh, next to me, Eric Raichi, controlling the camera in the booth right next to us. We're happy to have some people here with us on this scorching Friday night. Not sure how hot it is where you guys are, but we are sweating in this booth. That's all I'll say. Josh trying to cool me down. I appreciate that. Get people who cool you off when you're hot. So we'll flip sides and get the action going again. Early on, that's Kayla Shebar. She's running it middle of the field. She'll skip past it over, but that's intercepted by the Rush. Rush really desperate to get something going, like I said, and this is their 5th match of play. They have still only netted 1 goal in all of that action, and they're going to need a pretty Herculean offensive effort to try and not only equalize, but maybe pull ahead in this match today. There goes Masajewski. She was fighting over there with Mackenzie Jordan. Jordan's so frustrating for her opponents, just squeezing in and out of tight windows and intercepting passes. One of those players you can't stand if she's not on her team because she's a nuisance on the defensive end, but you'd love to have her aboard. Rush still controlling, however. They're trying to make something happen on the left side of the box. That ball's tapped out. They'll throw it back in. Cross back over. There's Murphy. No dice there. They'll backtrack a bit. Near side of the field is Murphy with possession. That ball's caught up. Yott defends, deflects. Corner kick for the Rush. I believe this is only their 3rd that they've had so far. Rush still controlling. Couple fakes there. That's 23. Charlize Martel. That ball sent packing. Goes, rolls and rolls all the way back. That's Ford that's going to have to boot it away, and she does so. Out of bounds just past midfield. House playing with speed. Yott throws it in. Try to get it to Schmidt there. And she'll get another chance to do so. Another ball out of bounds. This one's in favor of the Rush. We do here on Recruitlings have our live chat. Feel free to go ahead and hop on in, give us your takes on the game, cheer on your favorite players, teams. Welcome any and all feedback we can get. Actually, we do have somebody in live chat. Whitney D asks how many games left in the season for the House. Said it early on, but we'll say it again. It's a good point. The House, 2 more games left. Their upcoming schedule, Wednesday, June 26th at Milwaukee Torrance, and Friday, June 28th, they'll be at home against their crosstown rival, Chicago Kicks FC. Hopma's going to line it up for another goal kick, just at the edge of her area. Booms it near side. Quickly heading the other direction. Getting ahead on that was Bowman. That ball's still in bounds. Trickles out, we'll get another throw in for the Rush. Bowman's controlling. Slice and dices, tries to play give and go there, nothing going. Keep trying to feed Mersa Boyer heading up towards the box, just any opportunity she can. Ball gets kicked out, she's running right down the pipe. She's really not been able to feed her. Only limited opportunities for the rush on all sides of the field. Gotta imagine something's gotta give at some point though. This Chicago House defense holding firm. Running after that, easily getting it. Boyer's giving chase, but that's Yott that's going to get to it first. And she'll throw it in once again. Throws it into Shebar. Rush quickly taking it back. Towards the middle, controlled. Dancing around, that ball's led into the box. Yott's going to get there though. Nullify that chance. Wisely kicks it out. Rush will have another opportunity, though. It's probably the first time in the match they've gotten sustained looks down in their end of the field where they're trying to score on. Still really unable to get it into the box where they want to or feed somebody on an open cut. Still an encouraging sign that they have at least broken through a small portion of this House defense so far. There's Bowman. Tries to feed, that's running. Number 17. That was Massajuski, poked away. There's Mackenzie Jordan again. Running over there to take the corner for the rush will be Bowman. Flurry of defenders in the box. Ball sent in by Bowman, going up, off the head of number 23. That was Martell. Pretty good opportunity there. Ball maybe a bit too much on a line drive rather than a lob. Wasn't able to control it with her head, Martell was, as much as she'd have liked to. Nevertheless, we play on. Goal kick coming out. There's Kate Hopma again. Been great all year, and you can really see it tonight. Still a clean sheet in the books for her right now. And if things continue the way we've seen with the trend so far in this game, she'll likely finish with one. Schmidt up ahead. Tried to get to Shebar. Booted away. There's Murphy. Taking a dive there, trying to get a call. There's Maggie Schmidt. Making herself comfy on the turf there. Referee did not bite on it. House will retain possession. Yott to Shebar. Tries to make something happen, but she's double teamed. Ford will boot it. Tries to find someone on the rush to be there, but again, nobody's home. Shebar's got an opportunity left side of the box. She's going to dribble it, goes to her right foot, kicks it. That's going to go wide. Wide right. A good opportunity and not a bad shot attempt there by Shebar. Had the defense closing in on her from not only in front of her, but also coming for her right. Really had to get rid of it in some way. And it's hard to be upset when one of your best scorers puts a shot on goal. Simple as that. For those international soccer fans tuning in with us tonight, we can go ahead and recap some of the UEFA Euro Cup action, some of the men's games today. Ukraine won against Slovakia 2-1. Austria defeated Poland by a score of 3-1. And the Netherlands and France drew to a scoreless tie. I personally have no dog in the fight when it comes to European soccer. However, I do think it would be really funny if Vatican City played, because I'd like to see how the current Pope, I believe Pope Francis, would fare on a soccer pitch. You think he'd still wear his big hat, maybe? Be an unfair advantage with the headers, I think. Just speculation, folks. House will get a free kick about 35 yards out. There's Ambrose. She sends it in. Headed up by the rush defender. Punch back out. That was Ford and cleared just outside of the box. Scary, scary situation there again for the rush. Ford was not able to corral it. Kind of ping-ponged around there off of the defender's head. I believe that was number 24, Allison Grothaus, who first got the touch there. Doesn't matter how you defend it. If there's no ball in the back of the net, it's all that matters. So Rush breathed a sigh of relief, but they're going to have to stop this house attack once again. Thrown in there, far side, that's Jordan. Headed up Ambrose. Ball's kind of stuck on that far side of the field near the center line. Back tap attempt. That was Martel. Chasing it down. Shebar almost gets to it. Regardless, though, her team maintains possession. We have our first substitution in the second half. It looks like coming off would be number 2, that's Mersa Boyer. Coming on was number 25. I still do not have on my roster. Apologies for that, folks. Again, we'll work to get that when we can. I believe also coming to the game was number 22, Hannah Standifer, for the Quad Cities Rush. Again, they're working with limited substitutions on the Rush side of things. Only 2 extra bodies out there outside of the 11 girls you see on the field for the Rush. On such a hot day like this, it really is impressive that they're able to play this game and hang in there with Chicago House in the first place. Got to give credit to both teams, though. Weather has not been kind. Ball still in the box. Headed back by Grothaus. Mackenzie Jordan far side of the field. Sends it up, running ahead. There's Mari Williams. Haven't heard her name in a while, but she's still looking to maintain her aggression we saw in the first half. The Jordan Williams connection's unsuccessful there. But Williams quickly gets it back. Up ahead, there's Shebar. Smart play by Ford to hop out before Shebar can get either of her feet on it. It's definitely offense that the Rush need right now to get back into this game clearly as they trail 1-0. But the unsung hero so far, this might be a very different match without Addie Ford's presence in the net for Quad Cities Rush. That ball's deflected out of bounds off of the left foot of Shebar, who tried to send it in. And we're going to get our first corner of the second half for Chicago House. As we're just about an hour down in play in the 60th minute. Walking over again, that's Emma Ambrose. And she'll see what this ball off her right foot could do. Ball sent in, bit of a lob. Put it out by the Rush. Collected, that was Mirsky. This time the Rush do successfully get it out of the box. Looks very similar to how Lydia Sedjo netted that ball in the first half, off of a corner from Ambrose. Ball just kind of sat around, nobody really getting a good footing on it until Sedjo sent it to the back right corner of the net. Rush trying to attack, but we have 2 Rush players quickly met by 4 defenders from the house. Real good job of transition and getting back for Chicago. Trying to smack that one out was Ailyn Gallardo. Instead, we will see Kate Hopma send one most likely deep and high into the Chicago sky. Here's Williams. She's met by 2 Rush defenders. The head of Growth House stops that. House quickly regaining possession. Williams is going to try and chase this one down. Giving chase is Bentley. She quickly steals it back. Definitely a lot of back and forth action we've seen in this game. The time possession is still dominated by the House for the most part. But a lot of times, teams conceding possession very quickly after receiving it. Nice little give and go action. Here we go. That's Schmidt with it. Taken down. Bowman's going to steal that one. Great slide tackle by Bowman there to pop it out from the possession of Schmidt. Bowman's another name that's been all over the field here for Quad Cities. Her father is head coach Randy Bowman. They are both alums of Alleman Catholic High School. Ball sent directly towards Kate Hopma. Just a brick wall presence there so far. Still have to give credit to her defenders in front of her for sure. But anytime a ball has gone into the box towards the net of Hopma, she has said no ma'am. Bowman up the gut. She gets collapsed on. Shebar's near side. She gets around her defender. She's got a shot at the goal here. She's waiting, waiting. Defender comes through. Back over middle as Williams quickly sent back out of the box. Really impressive play there. And hitting the turf and getting that one out of the grasp of Williams there. I believe that was Allison Growthhouse for the Rush right there. Almost certainly would have been a goal and the first goal of the season right there for number 11, Mari Williams of the House. And the Rush will sub in their 2 substitutes coming on. That's number 5, Gretchen Ellis, and number 2, Mersa Boyer. And exiting the game for the Rush, number 6, Emily Bowman, and number 17, Elizabeth Masajewski. Ambrose will send it ahead. Looked like that was heading in Schmidt's direction. The Rush are desperate to getting something going. They keep trying to find these lanes up the field. House defense is still holding firm. Really have to give credit to what Coach Henry Cheung has for his back line back there. Ball does not stay in bounds, but it'll stay with the Rush, despite, I believe that was Martell over there that was giving chase. House are going to backtrack a bit. Play catch with the keeper, Hopma. Aidyn's still running up the left side with multiple House defenders on her, and they quickly send it back out once again. Martell. So once again controlling it. Maybe a shove there in the middle. Referee will blow the whistle. That's number 23 of the Rush, Martell, who's called for that right there. A recent grad of Moline High School. Down on the turf of the House. Slowly working her way up, it seems. That is number 10, Jessica Mirsky, the captain of this House squad. She seems all right. She's jogging to her spot on the pitch where she needs to be. And we will get another free kick for the House. Low kick is grabbed by Schmidt. Gets past that first line of defense. Here comes Shebar left side. And there goes Shebar in the House. Shebar pleading her case that she was not offsides. But that flag goes up, and then, unfortunately, it can only mean one thing. Rush will take it. Ford sends it down. Mackenzie Jordan is taken on by two Rush defenders. Ball backtracks up to, there's Mari Williams, maybe going to take advantage of this one. Maya Bentley says no. Martell feeds, there's Mersa Boyer. They're really trying to feed her and get this offense going through her. Still unable. Ball goes out of bounds, and we are going to get the water break of the second half. So we'll go ahead and do a little game recap for you here, for any folks that are just joining in. We are currently in the 69th minute of this action, Chicago House AC versus Quad Cities Rush. A goal in the 35th minute by number 8, Lydia Sedjo of the Chicago House is the only action on the scoreboard so far. We have seen Chicago House control most of the time of possession, and I'm sure they will look to continue that throughout the rest of the second half. Quad Cities Rush starting to get maybe a little frustrated with their inability to create any sort of opportunity in the offensive end of things. Their saving grace truly has been Addie Ford, their keeper in the net, number 1. I believe without her, they might be looking at a much different score and one they could probably not come back from. So, keeper's probably going to go back, prop up her teammates. Hopefully the Rush gets something going and we can see some more offense in this game. Right now, it sits 1-0. Will it end that way? Only time will tell. We're going to take this water break, though. It's not as warm as it is when we first kicked off this match. It was in the 90s. Humidity was, I don't know the exact measure, but I'm sure it was high because that's what it felt like. But the sun has gone down, and we're just past the summer solstice, so one of the longest days of the year. Got a nice Elmhurst, Illinois sunset right over the trees here. Really a beautiful field and a beautiful facility here for the Chicago House at Elmhurst University. Hopefully makes the travel from the Quad Cities for the Rush very much worth it. You have to admit, the house music breaks in between timeouts on the field. It's pretty cool. They're called the Chicago House for a reason. It'd be one thing if they were playing some EDM that you couldn't fist pump to, but trust me, myself, Josh, and Eric here, we're getting the movement going a little bit. Not quite fist pumping, but yeah. It's a Friday night. Let's have some fun, folks. Thanks for joining us here on Recruitlings. We're happy to have you all.
Where is the ball?
So we will continue from this water break. Make sure the ladies and referees and everybody else who needs it got their hydration.
Yep. Okay, there we go.
Rush once again threatening left side of the box. Ball's actually kicked into the center of the box. Headed out. That looks like, I believe that's Mackenzie Jordan once again. And who else but Kayla Shebar to be taking this one up for the house, and they try to get a fast break opportunity. Maybe held on to it for too long. That's stolen away. Number 7 of the Rush. There's Caroline Hazen again. Haven't heard her name in a little bit, but she's quietly still making an impact out there. Scooped up by Ford, and she will probably send it away. A couple other things to look forward to for the Chicago House Athletic Club as a whole. The men's team are next in action in the Midwest Premier League Wednesday, July 10th. They will be playing RWB Adria Chicago, another fellow Chicago team. They'll be at Loyola Chicago University Wednesday, July 10th at 7 p.m. And then only 3 days after that, they will travel to play Charny Yaslo, who they defeated 1-0 in their previous matchup when they were at home at DePaul College Prep. However, they're going to make the trek up to Redmond Recreational Complex to go ahead and face the men from Charny Yaslo. Plenty of house soccer coming your way this summer, folks. We hope you stay tuned with us here on Recruitlings and with the house in general. Booted out. There's Hopma again. There's Martell going to throw it in, looking for somebody. Nothing going. It does allow for another rush corner, though. Probably only the 4th or 5th we've seen in this entire match. Again, corner kicks aren't always the story of the game, but seeing that the only goal in this game was scored basically off of a couple deflections and rebounds from a corner kick for the House. Definitely very important. That one sent in on a line but quickly headed out. Looks like that was Ambrose getting to it first. Big swing. Ooh, great save. Kate Hopma once again. Between the pipes. Doing her job as she needed to do. That ball was a very nice shot sent into the left side of the net there by, I believe that was Hannah Standeffer of Quad Cities Rush. It's probably the best look at the net they've had all game, but Kate Hopma with the rejection. Another corner for the Rush once again, and if it's anything like the last one, they might get another opportunity here. So both teams definitely on their toes here. It looks like be sent in off the right foot. I believe that is Bowman over there. Ball's headed up. Just kind of bouncing around. Who's going to get to it first? And that's sent out, but referee's going to blow his whistle dead. We have a House player down on the turf right now. Team coming over to see if she's all right. That looks to be I believe that is number 21, Maggie Schmidt. She seems in good spirits as she makes it to her feet. Ball's back in play. And once again, we're going to get a Kate Hopma boot to the Chicago Sky. When she decides to. Nope, didn't like it. We'll try again. Schmidt tried to get it to Shebar, a thunderous clear. Masajewski of the Rush. We'll get another throw in from McKenna Yott. Veronica Davila gets a touch, but the House will try again. That one does get to Schmidt. She falls to the turf. Rush may be looking to capitalize here. Ellis goes left side. Caroline Hazen, she reverses course. Looks in the middle. House defenders got to it first, though. Schmidt's looking up the left side. There's Shebar again. She's really been a threat on this left side, getting all the way up into the box and putting a couple on goal. Running with her. It's two Rush defenders. She sends it middle. There's Williams off the crossbar and over. We hear some applause from the crowd just for a great opportunity created for the House there. Mari Williams putting that just above the goal where that needed to go in this 78th minute here. Just kissed off that crossbar once again. Left-footed boot. Mersa Boyer still leading the charge for this Rush offense. Ooh, a lot of contact there on that left side. No signal yet. And the referee says it will be House possession. Some more subs coming into the game for the Rush. They're really trying to make the most of the two extras they have to mitigate the amount of subs that the House have. Coming on, I believe that was 17. No, excuse me. That was number 11. There we go. Mia Murphy, who started this game. She's coming back in. She's actually the class of 2025 at Moline High School. Definitely a lot of youth on both these teams. Backs up there, there's Camarillo over to Ellis. Ellis's pass intercepted. As we now enter the 81st minute. Rush's sense of urgency is definitely creeping up. They get one in the box. There's Ellis. She gets her right foot on it. She puts it in the net. That's a goal for the Quad Cities Rush off the right foot of number 5, Gretchen Ellis. Speak of the devil. You know, you talk about the urgency that this Quad Cities Rush team needs to start showing with just under 10 minutes left to go in this match, and you get an opportunity right in the gut of the defense right there. And despite Kate Hopma's prowess we've seen in the net so far as the keeper of the house, I don't think anybody was stopping that goal off of the right foot of Ellis right there.
Quad City Rush goal scored in the 81st minute by number 5, Gretchen Ellis. That's number 5 in the 81st minute.
As you heard the PA announcer confirm what we already know to be true, that was Gretchen Ellis, number 5 of the Rush in the 81st minute with the equalizer. Quite the turn of events here at Elmhurst University, folks. It really seemed like the house, with the time of possession they controlled all game, you know, that control they had on the possession definitely slipped in the second half, but it was still a commanding presence they had against this Rush team. But all it takes is one opportunity to go your way or against you. And this is a much different soccer match than just a few minutes ago, folks. Yeah, the mentality on the house side turns to, instead of making sure they don't tie and giving up a thing and maybe extending your lead, now it turns to, hey, we might lose this match if we don't get our heads on straight. The defense has still looked phenomenal. That's not knocking what we've seen from the house so far. They have really done a good job of nullifying any opportunity the Rush have even tried to pursue. But if one ball gets through that line of defense and you get somebody with a clean look and them and the goalie, never know what might happen. Headed out. That's our recent goal scorer, Gretchen Ellis, not quite controlling it. House certainly looking a bit more urgent to score a goal here than when they were up 1-0. Blocked back, that was number 7, Aidyn Hesuse. Headed by Yott. Ball's gonna stay up in the air for a bit. Shebar's got an opportunity. She slips by a couple defenders. Left side of the box, looking for someone to pass it to. Center, there's Schmidt. Takes aim, looks just over the goal once again. Story of the game is definitely plenty of shots on goal for Chicago House. Certainly, if you just looked at shots on goal, you would almost think that it would be an obvious thing that they would be leading in this game at least by a couple goals. However, you can get as many shot on goals as you want. If it doesn't go in the back of the net, that scoreboard's not going to turn in your favor. If this score would stand, it would be a very unlikely 1-1 draw that we would have here in Elmhurst. But Kayla Shebar looks like she's going to try to... Got so excited, couldn't get the words out. Shebar, off her right foot, went right to the keeper. That was, once again, Addie Ford with another key stop. She's been the one consistent piece of the Rush team so far. Another shot on goal. Once again, that's Ford. Shebar runs to it. That ball's running around. Ford doesn't get it. Shebar puts it in. That's a goal for the Rush. Excuse me, that's a goal for the house. We Talk about what a turn of events, and then the tables turned once again. Chicago House keeping that pressure up, continue to get those shots on goal. That ball was, you see a backflip from the goal scorer right there, Kayla Shebar. We spoke to her pregame. We have to speak to her postgame about her celebration right there.
Chicago House goal scored in the 85th minute by number 33, Kayla Shebar.
And the House fans passionately cheering on Shebar and the rest of her teammates. We get the green smoke out again, folks. Langhorse Field is seeing green for the Chicago House team right now. Kayla Shebar in the 85th minute erases all memory of that goal we just saw from the Rush's Gretchen Ellis there. And they now lead once again 2-1, back in the driver's seat. The smoke's getting into the press box a little bit, making it a little hard to see. Just shows you how passionate these House fans are, folks. Happy to have them in attendance.
The Green Goblin up here.
Let's go, House! Finish the job!
It's another substitute coming on for the Chicago House. Welcome to the pitch, number 16, Maya Virgen. She's one of the ladies on this House team that was homegrown in the Chicago House Academy. And she's entering the game to hopefully stop any chance of the Rush getting back into this game. And compared to the first half, this second half's been a bit wild. We went from 1 goal in the first 75 or 80 or so minutes, and then we got 2 goals in about 4 minutes for both teams. Just another night in the WPSL, my friends. Rush again desperately trying to get that sort of the field. Maybe getting a little more aggressive in their approach. Fans, coaches pleading for the House to clear that ball, and they do. It'll be a throw-in for the Rush as we are now entering the 88th minute of play here at Langhorse Field. House are actually pushing this a little bit. Giving chase there, that's number 11, Mia Murphy. That's our most recent goal scorer, Kayla Shebar, working her left side of the box again. Is she looking for more? In the middle, that's Schmidt. She tries to get it back to Shebar. That ball just kind of pops up. Off the left foot, heading towards the goal. Too much of a lob on it, though. Probably just a good idea to clear the ball at this point. That was number 8, Lydia Sedjo, who got this game kicked off with the scoring in the 35th minute. I gotta say, 2 rather unconventional looking goals for the House here, but an unconventional goal is a goal all the same and has helped them reach this 2-1 lead very late in this WPSL matchup. And we're approaching the 90th minute, and if the second half is anything like the first half stoppage time, we'll likely get at least another 3 minutes of action from the stoppage. Of course, the referee will let us know that in about a minute and a half. Here's Shebar, stays on side. Off her right foot, she's looking for somebody backside, running to it. There's the recently entered Virgen. Off Virgen's foot. Schmidt's there, but it's headed by the Rush player. Schmidt's gonna try and control it, turn around. Nope, back out to Virgen. House doing the smart thing right now and just making very high percentage passes that would not lead to a fast break or a really catastrophic turnover. The name of the game is time of possession. It was before all of these goals in the second half happened, and it's the goal right now. Do have a Rush player down on the field. Got some trainers coming out to tend to her. We hope that she's okay. Can't quite see what number that is down. We do have a substitute waiting for her, though, so whatever may have happened in that right side of the box down there, we do hope the best. And looks like coming back onto the pitch for the rush, that's number 23, Charlize Martel.
Number 6.
We're getting word that the player down on the field for the rush and now getting to her feet is number 6, Emily Bowman. She's been key for this rush team all season and especially in this match. So they will likely need her back as soon as they can get her, but health is the most important thing.
The clock has passed 90 minutes, and official time is being kept on the field. The fourth official has indicated that a minimum of 5 minutes of extra time will be played in the second half.
So we resume play. And that injury did take us to the end of the 90 minutes. So we are going to play some stoppage time here as we see another stoppage from the referee, but the House will maintain possession. So now if this result holds, barring any last-minute heroics from somebody from the Quad Cities Rush, this will move the Chicago House to 2-3-1 in WPSL play this season. Would be their first victory since the forfeit victory against these Quad City Rush earlier this season. And the Rush would drop to 0-5-1 in WPSL play. So they would both maintain their place in the division, the House 4th in the division and the Rush 5th. Being told that Bowman on that right side of the box maybe was hit in the head, so less likely we'll check her for any concussions and go through the protocol. That ball sent in the box, quickly gobbled up by Ford. Head injuries are no joke, especially in soccer where using quite literally the top of your head to hit a ball that's going very fast. And so we wish the best for Bowman. She's to her feet, seems to be speaking and having her wits about her. So all the best to Bowman and the rest of the Rush. The left foot of the House, unable to keep it in. There's Davila. Quad Cities is going to rush here. No pun intended. There's Ellis again. Ellis was the one with the sole goal for the Rush here. Here's an opportunity. That's number 18 of the Rush. She puts it left side of the net. That's going wide. Sofia Camarillo, unable to convert there. Just great positioning there. It's Kate Hopma again, going near post to force that miss, making the very small window for Camarillo to even shoot at in the first place. So once again, it's 2-1 House. We are within the stoppage time. This ball is going to be booted away by Hopma, and the House probably looking to just sit on this and make some easy passes to get away with it, but the Rush are trying to take it back as quick as they can and get something going before this referee blows his whistle that the game is over. There's Shebar. She takes a dive. Referee will blow his whistle, and it looks like we're going to get our first card of the game in second half stoppage time. So that is a yellow card shown to, I believe that's going to go on number 11, Mia Murphy of the Rush, who was giving chase to Shebar there.
Is that 24? So did I.
Gotta say, it's not often that your first and most likely only card of the game comes this late within the match. Ambrose boots it away off the free kick. Looks for Shebar near side, goes right to the goalie forward. She punched it right back out to Ambrose though, so they'll still have an opportunity. Shebar left side, puts the moves on. Goes to the baseline, looks middle, and a couple teammates. It looks like that was Maya Virgen that tried to get her right foot on that ball sent towards the goal. Only person backside there is Shebar though. Off her right foot. That is a rather egregious handball there from one of the defenders of the Rush. That's number 24, Allison Growthhouse. It goes uncalled, however, and we will get a goal kick coming back out for the Rush. At least in my view, that looked to be a pretty obvious handball. Not only just a handball, but a handball in the box, which would have led to a penalty kick for the House. No harm, no foul, however. The referee blows his whistle, and that is the conclusion of this match. As things wrap up here in Elmhurst, our final score, Chicago House AC 2, Quad Cities Rush 1.
Tonight's final score, your Chicago House 2, Quad Cities Rush 1.
Once again, the PA announcer confirming what we already know. We're going to go ahead and take another short break, but stick with us here on Recruitlings as we get to our post-game show with the Chicago House.
Please follow the team's socials or visit.
Hi, my name is Brian Koenig. I am the president of Soccer 2000. We are a soccer specialty store located in Downers Grove. We specialize in servicing club uniforms and a personalized retail experience. Soccer 2000 has an exclusive team center that includes a wide variety of uniform kits to help your club choose the next kits that will make you guys look great on the field. Contact us at 630-241-9500 or find us online at soccer2000.com.
Max Heads custom kick drum heads. Design online, upload, create, rock. If you're in a band, you need a Max Head. Did you know that you can advertise your business on our live streams? You sure can. Contact us about the numerous advertising opportunities we offer to local businesses during our sports live streams. Build brand awareness, engage customers, and support your local sports teams. Contact us for more information.
folks. Welcome to the postgame show where Chicago House AC just defeated Quad Cities Rush by a score of 2-1. I'm standing here with one of the goal scorers of the game, Lydia Sedjo. Lydia, first off, great game. How does it feel to take a W?
Feels really good. We're excited.
You had that goal in the first half. Kind of a weird situation coming off that corner. Ball was ping-ponging around in the box. What did you see, and basically what was your thought process in just trying to put it in the net?
Yeah, well, I saw a couple of our teammates bobble it, and then it just came right to my feet, and I just thought, well, just slide it in and put it underneath all the players' feet, and that's what happened.
Almost catastrophe in the second half there. Quad Cities was scored a goal in about the 81st minute. You guys were quickly able to come back and not only to capitalize on it, but take the lead as well, and that led to a 2-1 victory. How do you guys kind of stay up and keep your mentality looking straight forward when you are in times of terror like that?
Yeah, I think just having a mentality of grit. I think it's just like you don't stop even if you're down. I think this season has taught us that, so we just keep going even though no matter what the score is.
Yeah. Lastly, you got 2 games next week against some pretty tough opponents. What's the mentality here and in the locker room and going forward?
I think the same thing as it's been all season, just grit, move forward, move the ball, work with our teammates well, encourage, and play well.
Lydia, thank you so much for your time. And thank you everybody at home for watching the Recruitlings postgame show. My name is Andy Diedrich, signing off.